Imagine a box, okay? Just a simple square. This square represents your typical revocable living trust. Now, a lot of people will say, living trust, revocable trust, family trust, what's the difference? They're all the same thing. When it comes to a trust, there are 3 different people. And the first person is a trust creator. That is the client. The client, as the trust creator, signs the trust. It's as simple as that. Another thing that a trust creator does is they transfer their assets into the trust. And so, for example, for a home, what you're going to do is you're going to sign a deed. That is a mechanism that you use to transfer the home into the trust. Now, once the assets are in the trust, that is when the trustee will take over. The trustee is the person who is on title of the assets. They're the person that appears on the bank account title, on the title to the home, and everything that's transferred into the trust. Now, for our clients, again, once they sign their trust, the trustee is them once they sign. The trustee's job is to manage all of the assets in the trust for the benefit of the third person. And that person is called a beneficiary. The beneficiary benefits from the assets of the trust. Once our clients sign the trust, they're the creator, they're the trustees, and they're also the beneficiaries. There are all 3 of these roles. The main reason why we want to do this is for probate avoidance. We do have some ways that we can, have children inherit assets and, have them protected from divorce, creditors, lawsuits, and all that fun stuff. But obviously this is mainly for probate avoidance. Having the client be the creator, the trustee, and the beneficiary, these are legal terms, and just so to simplify this, what this means is, since the client is the trustee, first of all, that means that they do not lose any control over the assets. They could refinance the house, they can withdraw the money from their bank account, and because they're the beneficiary, the taxes stay the same. The property taxes do not go up because of the transfer to the trust. Unfortunately, they don't go down either. Everything really kind of remains status quo for the client. Now, where this is going to really come in to benefit the client is, let's say husband and wife have a trust, they're in the car, they're driving to, some dinner, and they get in a car accident and they become incapacitated, which means they cannot make their own financial or health decisions. At that point, through working with an attorney, we will have designated somebody to step into that trustee role. But because the client is still alive, they are still the beneficiaries. That new trustee that stepped in, their job is to manage the assets of the trust for the benefit of the client in that situation. Let's take it a step further, right? So clients are driving down the street on the way to a dinner, get in an accident, they both pass away. Obviously, they cannot be trustees. We just went over that. And the moment that both of those spouses pass away, that's when the beneficiary changes. It's typically the kids. If there's no kids, it can be any other loved one. And then the last step of this to kind of round off this conversation is the trust creator. That role is the only person that has the power to change the trust or cancel it. And so the moment that a single person or a married couple, the last of spouses passes away, immediately upon their death, the trust becomes irrevocable. That means that nobody can change the trust. We convert it instantly from a revocable trust to an irrevocable trust, and your intentions are basically frozen in time.